Cassidy Donlin. Hello, my name is Cassidy Donlin. I'm a nurse practitioner going to be performing a cardiac and peripheral vascular exam on you today. First thing I'm going to look for jugular venous pressure and carotid pulsations. So I'm just going to have you turn your head towards the wall and I'm going to shine this light. Perfect. And then I'm going to have you turn your head towards me and shine it on this side. Perfect. I didn't see any abnormal pulsations. Next thing I'm going to do is shine this light on your chest to look for the point of maximal impulse on your chest. Just relax. Perfect. And again, I did not see any abnormal pulsations there. Next thing I'm going to do is feel your carotid pulses. So I'm just going to do it one at a time. Perfect. Perfect. Those are 2+. There's no bounding and normal rhythm. Next thing I'm going to do is palpate the angle of Lewis. So that is where the manubrium and connects to the body of the sternum. Right here. And then I'm going to now go to the right just a little bit, the second intercostal space, and at the sternal border, and I'm going to assess the aortic area. And now I'm going to go to the left second intercostal space and palpate the pulmonic area. Good. And we'll move down to the fourth intercostal space and palpate the tricuspid area. Perfect. And then we'll move over to the midclavicular line at the fifth intercostal space and palpate the mitral area. And this is also the point of maximal impulse. And all of those felt normal. Okay, next I'm going to do is just listen to your carotid arteries. So I'm just going to have you hold your breath while I listen. Okay, and now do the other side. Okay, perfect. And I did not hear any breathes there. Next thing I'm going to do is listen with both sides of my stethoscope on the places that I just palpated. Alright, perfect. That sounded like a normal written rhythm. I didn't hear any murmurs, no S3, S4 sounds or clicks or rubs were heard as well. Next thing I'm going to do is have you turn to your left side, and I'm going to take a listen to those spots again. All right, perfect. I didn't hear any S3, S4 sounds or murmurs. Next thing I'm going to do is ask you to sit up on the side of the bed, and I'm going to take a listen to those same spots while you're sitting up. I'm going to have you lean forward a little bit and take a deep breath and exhale as I listen. Okay, and then I'll do it again. Perfect, and I did not hear any aortic murmurs with that. Next, we'll move on to the peripheral vascular exam. First thing I'm going to do is assess your arms. They look symmetrical. Don't see any swelling or edema. Don't feel any. Your arms look nice and pink. Your nail beds are also nice and pink. There's no clubbing or cyanosis. And I don't see any visible venous collaterals. And we'll move to your legs. Your legs look symmetrical. They're also nice and pink. I don't feel any swelling or edema. It doesn't look like you have any. Your nail beds are nice and pink as well. No cyanosis or clubbing. And there's also normal hair distribution on both of your legs. I don't see any rashes, scars, or ulcers either on your legs. And then I'm going to ask you to stand up and I'm going to check for any varicosities. And looks good. You can sit back down. I don't see any varicosities. Then I'm going to check your pulses. We're going to start with your radial and brachial. So just going to feel these. And then your brachial. Perfect. Those are both 2+. Next, I'm going to check for your epitrochlear nodes. I'm just going to flex your arm to a 90-degree angle, and I'm going to try to feel and see if I can feel any nodes. And just tell me if you have any tenderness. Perfect, and I don't feel any nodes, only this side. Yeah. Okay, no nodes are felt there. So I'm going to check your capillary refill. Perfect, that was less than 2 seconds. And then next I'm going to palpate pulses in your feet and legs. We'll start with your dorsalis pedis pulse. And then your posterior tibialis. And your popliteal. And then I'm going to check your femoral pulses. Good, all those are 2+. And now I'm going to just see if you have any tenderness with these inguinal nodes right here. I don't feel any nodes. Is there any tenderness? Okay. Then I will check your capillary refill on your toes. Perfect. That was less than 2 seconds. Your legs feel nice and warm to the touch. Last thing I'm going to do is check for pitting edema. So I'm going to push my thumbs into your couple areas for 5 seconds and see if it like leaves an indent. So start with your feet. Okay, good. And then we'll do behind your ankles. no edema there. And then we'll do your shins. Perfect, and there's no pitting edema. Okay, next we're gonna just do a couple tests. I'm gonna start with the Allen test. So I'm just gonna have you make a fist with your arm. I'm gonna press on your radial and ulnar arteries, and then I'm going to have you open your hand and then release one, and just want to see that your palm is white and then it goes back to pink within 3 to 5 seconds. All right, go ahead and open. Perfect, and that went, it was white and it moved to flush within 3 seconds, and we can do the other one. Okay, you can open. And perfect. Also was white and then moved to pink within 3 seconds. And we'll repeat with this hand. Okay, you can open. Perfect, and that was within 5 seconds. And we'll try it again. The other side, you can open. And that was within 5 seconds as well. Then next thing I'm going to do is have you lay back again. We're going to just test for arterial insufficiency of your legs. So I'm going to raise both of your legs until your feet turn white, and then I'm going to have you sit up and dangle your feet and just make sure that is they come back to pink within 10 to 15 seconds. Just a couple more seconds. Alright, now you can swing your legs and sit up on the side of the bed and just kind of dangle them. Perfect. I see return of pinkiness within 10 to 15 seconds. And that concludes our exam.